Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Professor channel. And for today's video, we'll discuss the 11 books that Warren Buffett believes are essential reading for all investors. First off, in case you didn't know, Warren Edward Buffett is Buffett's full name. As one of the most famous and successful investors in the world, Warren Buffett, who resides and works in Omaha, Nebraska, is also referred to as the Oracle of Omaha. How do we know that Buffett has actually recommended every book on this list? You might wonder. As most of you may already be aware, Buffett enjoys reading a lot. He reads 80% of the time each day, so whenever he comes across a great book, he usually shares it at his annual meetings or in his shareholder letters. By the way, we have a bonus for you in today's video. To enjoy this bonus, make sure you watch the entire video. Now, let's get to the point and describe what these books are. Number 1. Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits by Philip A. Fisher, one of the most significant investors of all time. Philip Fisher is well liked and respected. In addition to being studied and used by today's financiers and investors, his investment philosophies, which he introduced nearly 40 years ago, are also widely regarded as gospel by many. He carefully examines this idea of networking and information gathering through business contacts in his 1958 book Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. Fisher advised focusing investment efforts on companies that were growth-oriented, had high profit margins, high returns on capital, were dedicated to research and development, had superior sales organizations, were in a dominant market position within their respective industries, and offered proprietary products or services. He was well known for conducting extensive research on the businesses he would invest in. In order to research companies before purchasing stock, he turned to his personal contacts, the business grapevine, and conversation. According to Warren Buffett, using Phil's techniques to gain a thorough understanding of the business enables one to make wise investment commitments. Number 2. Business Adventures: 12 Classic Tales from the World of Wall Street by John Brooks. Bill Gates, a co-founder of Microsoft Corporation, first met Warren Buffett in 1991, and shortly afterwards, he asked the Oracle of Omaha to recommend his favorite business book. Before naming this book, a collection of 1960s New Yorker articles, Mr. Buffett didn't miss a beat. As Mr. Gates recalled, the book includes noteworthy and fascinating accounts of some of the biggest corporations of the mid-1900s, which are just as pertinent today for comprehending the complexities of corporate life as they were back when the events occurred. The machinations and volatile nature of the financial world are revealed in stories about Wall Street, which are infused with drama and adventure. When reading John Brooks' insightful reporting, one gets the impression that history really does repeat itself. Whether he is examining the astounding market crash of 1962, the demise of a renowned brokerage firm, or the bold attempt by American bankers to save the British pound. Number 3. Where Are the Customers' Yachts? By Fred Schwed. This 1955 timeless classic book tells a story about a visitor to New York who admired the yachts of bankers and brokers and pokes fun at some of Wall Street's pretenses. The story of a visitor to New York who was taking in all the beautiful boats in the harbor when he was informed that they belonged to Wall Street bankers is the inspiration for the book's title. He stupidly inquired about the storage locations of the bankers' customers' boats. They couldn't afford them, was the response. It was once referred to as the funniest book about investing ever written by Mr. Buffett, who also noted that it lightly delivers many truly important messages on the subject. This book keeps bringing investors' eyes to the reality of Wall Street by being full of sound contrarian advice and providing a realistic view of the world of investing, where brokers make fortunes while their clients lose money. An easy, enjoyable read that you should pick up to laugh and, more importantly, learn about the world of brokers and managers so you don't lose out on your money. Number 4. Essays in Persuasion by John Maynard Keynes. One of the top 100 greatest books of all time is widely regarded to be John Maynard Keynes' famous work Essays in Persuasion. The essays in this collection depict Keynes' attempts between 1919 and 1940 to sway public opinion in order to change the course of events. The reader can find concepts in Keynes' essays on inflation and deflation that would later become the foundations of his most well-known work. Keynes predicted the economic turbulence that would afflict the economies of Europe and the United States with startling accuracy, and he even suggested policies that, had they been adopted at the time, might have prevented a period of global depression. Keynes' opinions on Soviet Russia, the downfall of laissez-faire, and the potential for economic growth are still relevant today as they were then. This compilation of writings by the renowned economist has been highlighted by Mr. Buffett due to the significance of its ideas and the way in which they are presented. While Mr. Keynes is now renowned for his work as an economist, for which he has even received criticism in some circles, he also spent considerable time considering stock selection. He is brilliant at both of his professions, according to Mr. Buffett. In 1989, he asserted the outstanding Investor Digest that reading Keynes would improve one's knowledge of securities and markets. I'm not sure if reading most economists would do the same. Number 5. The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by Jack Bogle. This book is the classic guide to getting smart about the market, as the legendary mutual fund pioneer John C. Bogle reveals his key to getting more out of investing: low-cost index funds. He is a prolific investor best known for creating the first index fund. The Little Book of Common Sense Investing is likely his most well-known book, though he has written many others. He pondered, why not just mimic what the indexes are doing and not manage anything in an era when everyone tried to beat the market with excellent stock picks and then charge exorbitant fees for it. This tiny idea grew into one of the most widely used investment concepts of the next century and one of the most reputable investment firms in the world. The book introduces you to low-cost, passive index funds as a sustainable investing strategy that can help you accumulate the necessary retirement savings without the hassle of traditional stock investing. These funds serve as an alternative to actively managed, poorly managed, and overpaid funds. He contends that safe, inexpensive index funds are the best place to invest the majority of your money, and that picking the least expensive index fund is a safe bet. As a matter of fact, Mr. Buffett has frequently stated that most investors would be better served by purchasing inexpensive index funds. Number 6. Poor Charlie's Almanac. The Wit and Wisdom of Charles T. Munger, edited by Peter Kaufman. This is a book that Mr. Buffett holds dear. It originates from Charles Munger, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, whom Warren Buffett referred to as his right-hand man and closest partner. Mr. Buffett hasn't been shy about crediting his right-hand man for a large portion of Berkshire's success, especially for rejecting some of Mr. Buffett's more foolish ideas. Mr. Munger is a deep thinker about human nature and failings, and he frequently discusses how investors can put themselves in danger. This book is a biography that charts Charlie's development from his impoverished Omaha upbringing to his extraordinary financial success. His Midwestern upbringing provided a solid foundation for his lengthy, illustrious journey. The book also summarizes his way of thinking about life, making decisions, learning, and investing. It discusses his unusual way of thinking and his astounding work ethic, which are the two main reasons for his remarkable success. A special Mungerisms. Charlie Unscripted section contains a selection of the critical statements he made at prior annual meetings of Wesco Financial and Berkshire Hathaway. His talks and speeches from a specific 20-year period are also included in this book. Reading about Mr. Munger's experiences in the book will undoubtedly help you improve your investing abilities and spot better investments, in addition to providing you with specific investment advice. And speaking of investment advice, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel, The Finance Professor, so you can get the most recent information not only about investments, but also everything related to personal finance, such as handling your money, saving, and budgeting. So, let's proceed with number 7. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. I'm positive that if you're watching this video, you already know about this book. It's regarded as the investing holy book, the book that Buffett used as inspiration. Picking up that book was one of the luckiest moments of my life. As Warren Buffett once said of the classic On the Fundamentals of Value Investing. After reading it, Mr. Buffett enrolled in Columbia University to take classes from Mr. Graham and later joined him as an employee. Even today, Mr. Buffett is likely to cite specific chapters from the book in response to inquiries about his investing philosophy. The book gives readers tips on how to successfully use value investing in the stock market. Many well-known investors today have praised the intelligent investor for teaching them how to evaluate the stock market value and make wise stock selections for their portfolios, making it one of the most well-known investing books of all time. Value investing is Graham's primary method of investing, as described in The Intelligent Investor. Value investing is an investment strategy that focuses on undervalued stocks of companies with the potential to perform well over the long term as a whole. The daily movements of stocks or short-term market trends are not factors in value investing. The reason for this is that value investing strategies hold the view that the market overreacts to price changes in the short term without considering a company's fundamentals for long-term growth. Value investing is based on the idea that if you know a stock's true value, you can save a lot of money if you can purchase it at a discount. For beginners who want to learn how to accurately assess the market and avoid being influenced by trends, this book is a must-read. Number 8. The Most Important Thing: Uncommon Sense for the Thoughtful Investor by Howard Marks. American writer and investor Howard Stanley Marks is a co-founder and co-chairman of the largest distressed securities investor in the world, Oaktree Capital Management. The Most Important Thing outlines the formula for profitable investment, as well as the pitfalls that can wipe out money or end a career. Marks teaches by example, describing the evolution of an investment philosophy that fully acknowledges the complexities of investing and the dangers of the financial world using passages from his memos as examples. Marks offers a book that is equal parts memoir and creed with several key takeaways, brilliantly applying insight to today's volatile markets. Marks goes into detail about terms like second-level thinking, the price or value relationship, patient opportunism, and defensive investing. He offers priceless lessons for critical thinking, risk assessment, and investment strategy by candidly and honestly reviewing his own decisions and occasional slip-ups. These are crucial factors to considering when looking for a reliable investment in the post-pandemic global market we are currently experiencing. Number 9. The Outsiders by William Thorndike Jr. The Outsiders, a book that was ranked first on Warren Buffett's list of recommended books to read in his 2012 Berkshire Hathaway Annual Shareholder Letter, tells the extraordinary stories of CEOs who managed their companies in a very different way and had extraordinary success. Author Will Thorndike carefully analyzes the performance of businesses and their leaders in this energizing, counterintuitive book, applying analytical knowledge he has gained from a successful career in investing. According to Thorndike, 8 egocentric CEOs led their companies to average returns that were 20 times higher than those of the S&P 500. In other words, an investment of $10,000 with each of these CEOs would have, on average, been worth more than $1.5 million after 25 years. The Washington Post Company, General Dynamics, Berkshire Hathaway, and other well-known companies are among those on this list of businesses. This book is a must-read to learn the traits and methods, striking for their consistency and relentless rationality, that help these particular leaders achieve such exceptional performance. Humble, unassuming, and frequently frugal, these outsiders shunned Wall Street and the press and shied away from the hottest new management trends. Number 10. The Clash of the Cultures: Investment versus Speculation. From Buffett's 2012 letter comes yet another book. John Bogle, a renowned investor, discusses the changing culture in the mutual fund sector in this book. According to Bogle, it may not be the best strategy ever devised, but the number of strategies that are worse is infinite. For everyday investors like you and me, he shares his list of 10 basic principles of common sense investing. Number 11. Dream Big by Christian Correa. After Buffett's endorsement, English editions of this book, which was originally published in Portuguese, were all but sold out in bookstores. In this book, the author tells the tale of the three Brazilians who founded 3G Capital, a private equity company that owns Anheuser-Busch InBev and has collaborated with Berkshire on transactions to buy H.J. Heinz as well as Kraft Foods Group Incorporated. The relationships between Berkshire and the company are more recent, but Mr. Buffett and George Paulo Lemann of 3G have been friends for a long time. George Paulo and his team are among the best businessmen in the world, according to Mr. Buffett, who used to be his friend but is now a partner. He is a wonderful person, and I, as well as everyone else, find inspiration in his story. Congratulations! If you watched this video till here, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there's a bonus that we think could impact your financial future. Check the description below to download Warren Buffett's annual shareholder letters for free. Leave a comment if you find the ebook valuable. So, that concludes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. If so, please like and share so it can reach as many people as possible who are interested in learning more about financial management and how to make it better. Also, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to this channel, The Finance Professor. Stay tuned for our frequently updated finance videos that will help you become financially successful. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.